Hello, Texas, and welcome to the Hello, Texas podcast with Tim Murphy and Steve Peters. This week, Steve and Tim talk with Canaan Bryce in the Damn Band. They discuss their backgrounds, the growth of the band, and life on the road. We hope you enjoy the conversation.
But now, we're back. Yeah, but we can just do it. Oh,
hello, Texas.
I don't never. So the part I screw up with is like this: is I never. Am I looking at this camera, or should I be in this one? Or I don't. You ain't helping teasing over here. Melissa back here. So, wow.
We are here with the Canaan Bryce band.
Canaan Bryce and the Damn Band.
And the
Canaan
Damn
Bryce
Band.
Band.
Come on, right off the bat.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Holy shit.
It's
We're not starting over.
With Canaan Bryce, Adam Carillo, and Zach Hawkins. I always screw up on Hawkins, but I know it.
Zach Hawkins. See, he told me earlier it was Colton Hawkins, and I went, Colton?
No,
really? Y'all know who Colton Hawkins is?
He's a local guy.
Let me tell you the story of Colton Hawkins, and then we'll get into all the other stuff. Y'all know who David Allen Coe is, right?
Yeah.
All right, so look up Colton Hawkins.
Forgot this story.
There's a few years ago, 2017, 18, I don't know. It was a year or two ago, before the Rona. David Allen Coe has a show at the lovely Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, where we are now recording live. Yes, we are. So Coe is set to be here, starts at 10 o'clock. He's the headliner, right? And Colton Hawkins was opening for him. Well, at about 8:30, DAC says, we ain't gonna make it. We got a flat tire out here on the road, 45 or something, or whatever. They said, well, you can come late. Well, it'll be close to midnight. They said, that'd be all right. We'll be here. Come on. Colton Hawkins held off a David Allen Coe sold-out show for almost 4 hours.
Whoa.
He's an acoustic player.
That's what I'm talking about.
He run out of songs. And he sung several David Allen Coe songs out there, but he held a very rowdy and rambunctious crowd off.
He's a legend because of that 4 hour.
Because of that,
so.
right? He is a phenomenal artist beyond that, but that Colton Hawkins. So when he said Colton Hawkins, I went, wait.
No, I was just.
Colton's playing with you? That was exciting.
I knew it was Zach. I was drinking too much.
That's what we do. We show up and disappoint, man.
Yeah. Quite a bit.
Well, that's a lie. We know that.
So you guys have had a good weekend run of shows, and you're on your way back home and stopped off here to talk to us for a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's my birthday weekend. My birthday was the 5th. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
So we
49.
49. Don't look a day over 50.
He's 18.
Yeah, I just turned 27, and we played a hometown show Friday and got a little tour up, and then finished it off in Austin Saturday.
Where'd y'all play in Austin?
The Rustic Tap.
Yeah. Played there before?
Yeah. We played there several times.
It's a good venue.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's always packed. There's always people in there, and they're always ready to hear live music.
It's kind of one of those places that it's just that's kind of a bucket list or just an iconic Austin kind of venue.
To add to it, it's on 6th Street, so I mean, who doesn't want to go?
Oh.
They let you take your little dogs. They got fire pits in there. It's nice.
Yeah. Gets rowdy. What? There's a joke in that somewhere, ain't there?
There is.
Man.
Would y'all care to share?
We could.
Well,
This is the epitome of us.
Adam got his mic privileges revoked for a couple shows.
And here you are.
Behind the mic.
With the mic.
We were in Gatesville.
I got you, baby.
Liberation,
I got you.
We were in Gatesville right down the road at the Bare Bones Barbecue.
Yeah, old Chad.
Yeah,
We
Chad,
like
man.
him.
We
Yeah.
love Bare
Chad.
Bones.
Yeah, we big fans of those guys.
We were on a stage outside and we were playing. We were getting a little tore up and whatnot. And this lady had a chihuahua, like a little handheld chihuahua right in there. It was really cold outside, so the fire pit's going. And he was like, y'all make some noise. And they were like, yeah. He's like, no, louder. Yeah. Throw that dog in the fire. Yeah.
Nothing. Everyone's like,
The crowd said, yeah. I said,
But they almost went with it. Was it a yeah?
The dog said, "Arr."
Yeah, you hear the kid, hey, I thought that's not cool, man.
No, but it was he got his mic turned off. Yeah. And got
Did they actually throw the dog in the fire?
No,
they did. I wouldn't have let him.
See,
I love
and
puppies.
I think you was being targeted.
Yeah.
I think he was maybe being what's the word I'm looking for? He was being
Profiled.
yeah.
I stand for all this aggression,
Definitely being
man.
profiled. It's the long hair. He looks like a hippie. That's what it
A
is.
life-sealed
Looks like a damn hippie. That's why you don't have nice things.
So,
Oh, you can't say a damn hippie?
No. Look at your long hair.
You damn hippie.
My bad. I would like to retract that last
Moving on.
statement.
Go ahead. Your turn.
so
Go.
y'all are on your way back to Waxahachie, where you're from.
Mhm.
So y'all three have been together for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Well, I've
Yeah.
been here for 2 years.
I've been in the band for about 3
How long's the band been
yeah,
together overall?
I mean, I think we've been playing so long, I kind of forget how far.
We were literally from the bottom up, man. Like I heard him singing, and I was like, "Who is this angelic voice?" So there was nobody on the dance floor, so I had my dance partner. We were dancing. I could just naturally sing these harmonies, just lock in with them, and it was throwing him for a loop.
I was on stage. I was playing in the stockyards next door at Thirsties, and then the manager up there got me real drunk, and then took me next door to Filthy McNasty's.
He's always somebody else.
And he was like, "Get up on stage, sing a song." I was like, "All right, whatever." So he puts me on stage, and I think I was singing an Adam Hood song, and there's just this big Mexican dude dancing with this fine honey, man, and they were just
didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense.
Can't help it.
And
I get it.
and on top of that, I'm
profiling.
singing, right? I'm singing, and I'm hearing harmonies coming from somewhere, and I was like,
You was singing harmonies out there?
I said, where the hell is this
Yeah.
coming from?
And I was spinning too at the same time.
So after I got off stage, I went to the bar, and he was sitting there, and he was like, "Hey man, let me buy you a shot." So he sat there and bought a shot. And I was like, "Dude, I don't know what was happening. I don't know if it's just because I'm drunk." I was hearing the harmonies. He was like, "Oh, dude, that was me." And I was like, "No shit." He was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Is that your girlfriend?" He was like, "No, man, I just talked to her a little bit ago." And I was like, "That don't make sense either." He was like, "Yeah, and I'm a bass player. If you need a bass player, I'll
Just
I'll
do
be
it
there."
in there.
Yeah.
I
And
can
I was
sing
like-
and I play bass.
And I was like, "No shit." So he was kind of the first member of the damn band, and then
So did you start out solo, just playing
Yeah.
guitar songs?
Out of curiosity, how long have you been doing this? You.
I graduated. I started it at my second year in college.
What
So,
college?
TVCC in Athens.
Okay.
And my roommate at the time, he was taking guitar classes at our college, and he's a drum major. And he had his dad's old black Takamine just sitting there for when he takes classes. He never played it any time other than that, and he was gone one weekend. I was like, "Hey, man, you care if I play on your guitar?" Pulled up YouTube, learned a few songs, and then wrote my first song, and then I
Was
think
it a
that was
good
in
one?
2016. No, it was horrible. It was fucking horrible.
Downhill ever since.
Yeah.
Did you ever record it or anything?
It still travels around Facebook every now and then, but I try and keep it.
So we won't link it, is what he's saying.
Yeah, just leave this alone. Move on. The next
Click on
question.
this right
we
here.
don't want to even talk about it, acknowledge
It's
it.
it's one of those you broke my heart, drink a beer down a back road kind of songs. And, yeah, it was
But
pretty
he was
bad.
just starting out. Bless your heart. You
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
better.
I didn't know any better. And
Yeah. Second year of college, so you was 20-ish?
yeah,
21-ish,
I think I was 21.
Who were the influences? What were you? Who were you trying to mimic?
Growing up, my brother and cousins, they all were heavy into the red dirt music and the Texas country music. So, I remember seeing Cody Johnson way back in the day whenever he didn't have a beard and he was clean shaven, a little scrawny dude. I saw him play at Rocket, the same stage we played on, And Cody Johnson was a real big one. I always loved Stoney LaRue and the Arsenals. They were amazing. Adam Hood's been a really big influence. And I'd say one of my big ones is Lucero. Ben
Really?
Nichols.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ben Nichols is one of my hands down favorite songwriters to ever be.
How about that? I know Melissa's a pretty big fan of Lucero, and we've got a lot of friends. Yeah.
From the first note of the first day that we met y'all, we've been big fans, and that was at Coke Fest. But where I was sold on all of y'all was right here at Backyard last year at Heart Fest, or 2 years ago now. When
Clark
y'all
Green was
2 years
here.
ago.
and
Mike.
you played, but that wasn't it. It was watching y'all watch Clayton Landy and his band with old Six Market Boulevard songs. And just partying out every one of the songs. And it was so fun to watch y'all do that.
I learned a few
It
days.
really was. I remember that
Yeah.
because that's just it. Y'all just kind of had this. Y'all are tight, and listen, we very much knew, without a doubt, that we was going to have to dig up an extra microphone because we knew he wasn't coming by himself.
Never, man.
Y'all roll as a team.
Yeah,
I mean,
family, man.
This is my family.
Yeah, and y'all very much carry that vibe, and we seen that. I remember we was both. We talked about it. We still talk about it.
Yeah.
Man,
You know, if other bands did things the way y'all did,
It's brotherhood, man.
Yeah, y'all have a better time, and it shows on stage, but off stage, y'all are friends and have a good time. I've got video of you having a really good time on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Got passed down the chair. That was a good night.
and I
Facebook won't even let me forget that.
I vaguely remember, I think it was, I can't remember who it was, but one of y'all pulled me aside that day and was like, man, I got a lot of love for y'all, man. Just watching y'all go around hugging everybody and loving on everybody and having a good time.
That could have been
and
either one of us.
I remember that, and I was just like, you know, we do it so much everywhere we go that it's just kind of second nature. To hear somebody that notices it kind of puts into perspective for me, because, you know, naturally we do it all the time. You know, we beat each other up, of course, but, you know,
Sure you do.
we show
Great
each other a
band.
lot of love, man. A lot of
well,
love.
and it does, but it does stand out, and it says a lot about y'all. And it just, you know, and I think it comes through with the music, and I think it just the whole vibe, you know, and that just. Dang, you know, I don't want to just get stuck in this hole, but y'all vibe like hell, man.
I do feel like, not to be negative, but I feel like that's kind of getting lost in our scene, so to speak, man. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot more people should be, you know,
Give it
loving on it.
Well,
Yeah,
see, and-
exactly.
We agree with that a whole lot.
I
Because
came from the metal scene, man, and so I seen all these Pantera home videos, and that's one thing that stuck out is they were brothers. They cared for each other, and so I kept showing them videos. Like, this is gonna be us, man. It's gonna be us down the road looking back, and like, man, can you believe how green we were as a unit, but just how we grew in brotherhood, and it resonates, and it people that we don't even know are going through a rough time come and hang out with us. Like, man, you don't know how much I really needed this night. I was like, that's what we're talking about, man.
and
It's all about
picking
love.
people up.
Everybody
Yeah,
has a
but
good time.
That's that perspective thing. Like, we don't realize it. We're just doing us like we do.
'Cause this is our
normally.
healing. This is our
One
healing
reason I
right
think
here.
y'all gel so well is you're the kind of the red dirt country songwriter. You're a metal player. I mean, there's no.
I see you. I see Trilio.
Yes,
and you're
true.
like
Yeah.
and you're like Stevie Ray,
Is
Jimi
the-
Hendrix, soul guitarist.
Yeah, because I was listening to y'all today, and the first thing I thought was, man, I got to know more about whoever's with the guitar chops, man. Because it just, yeah, it bangs.
Yes.
I think the new term these days is I heard Gabe Muniz say, it slaps.
Yeah, it's a bop.
It's a bop.
There's a reason they're called the damn band.
Yeah, I get that.
So Zach, how did you get started playing? And
Oh man, I started playing, I guess right around when I was like 13, something like that. Like really serious, picking it up, and I had a buddy of mine that knew a local guy, and I'm from Arkansas, and I had a buddy that knew a local guy that played around at an open mic, you know, stuff, and his band was playing that night. And he asked me to just, you know, play. I came to a few shows before. I think I was around 15 at this time, so I'm about 2 years in. And he asked me to play, and then so I right them, and I was hooked.
You
know?
knew.
I was hooked.
Made
man,
for
'cause
this.
It's cool to, like, whenever you play and you kind of, you know, and I played at a black church for a while too. Like,
Love that.
not, you know, it just, they get down. You know, that's
Yeah.
why I say
man.
they
let me
get
ask
down.
you a
good crowd, they paid
So
well.
They,
What kind of like was it like a Pentecostal or like a Methodist or Baptist? Or?
man, it was I think it was Maybe, I'm not sure. All
I
I
know
know
the
is that
Pentecostals get
it was one of the churches where every time the preacher looked at the band, we always had to watch him. Every time he looked at the give me one, you know, throw it on him, you know, like, and it's just built around this, you know, hanging around with the brothers and stuff, man. Like they showed me how to play music, really, like how to be big in and soulful with it.
I love everything about
So-
that. Sorry, go on, keep going.
I've never heard this
It just
story. This
bridges
is
the gap
great.
between everybody,
I've never
man.
heard this before.
Yeah, I mean, so it
This
started from
fixes
there,
things for y'all, don't it?
We're
Makes
just-
sense.
Glad we could be here for you.
You're
gonna
gonna
start
start preaching
preaching
here
here
in
in
the
Give me one more.
That's it. You're gonna be done with that. You're gonna be done with that bridge, and he's going to give me one more.
You know, there's a couple songs we take them to church, and now it makes more sense than ever. It's so fitting.
See, there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, so I mean, really, that was it, man. And I got hooked up with a blues band in Little Rock. And
They opened up for Leonard Skinner, man.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
for Skinner, and I had a lot of weird, like, big opportunities playing and playing at these old, like, legendary blues bars and rubbing up, you know, with Samantha Fish and all those guys and Eric Gales. I'm good buddies with him. It's weird, man. Then I moved to Texas, and it took me about a year to really get my feet wet. But playing in another blues band, I got stuck in that, and then this guy found me.
I stole him.
And I was like, hey man, you know, we got like this kind of country rock band or whatever. If you want
I
to
was
come,
like, we're
just fill
looking
in
for a lead
us."
guitar player. Would you mind filling in? No, full well, I was gonna steal him. I'm taking this. I'm taking this. I called him. I was like, I found our new guitar player. Bro.
Is it appropriate to ask who the band was? I mean, did you leave on good terms?
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, about how it is. You know,
C.T. Davis?
it was C.T. Davis. I mean,
C.T. Davis,
You get,
powerhouse blues singer, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Because man, that's y'all talking my jams now.
There's a lot
for
of, you know,
real.
Deep Ellum Cats.
Stanley
and stuff
Brothers,
like
you
that.
jam with them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I kind of got hooked up with all that, and then I got thrown in the red dirt scene. And let me tell you,
He was tie dye. He came in a tie dye.
yeah, my very first show that came, I was like, you know,
Peace
come out.
love.
It was at the Whiskey Girl in
Peace
Fort
love.
Worth.
This was back when we were like still like a kind of Texas country
We had a fiddle
style
in the
band.
band.
Yeah, we had a fiddle and everything. And we're all like country boots, pants. And he shows up, it's ripped jeans, tie dye, flip flops. Like
Yeah.
I said to Adam, you really brought this guy.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
our
wait
show.
till you hear him play.
I was like, just wait till you hear him playing the whole show. I was like, whoa.
Everybody's like, who's that tie dye cat?
Yeah,
And then
so from then on, I was just tie-dye, you know.
and that's
Tie-dye. I love that. He's tie-dye.
So where did the card and the hat come from? That's one of my favorite.
Man, you know,
That's Travis.
it's
Travis
funny.
Austin.
Yeah, Travis Austin. It's kind of funny though. Everybody in this scene wears a hat of some sort. Wears a, you know,
Yeah.
but for some reason I put on a hat and I become. It's like Joe Bonamassa when he puts on his suit and his glasses on stage, but versus him, like he stood out in his own line and nobody recognized him when he was in
Right.
his full outfit. I put on a damn hat and I take it off after the show. People don't talk to me, but I put it on. They're like, "Bro,
Hey, you're the guy.
I'm the man in the
You're the
hat.
hat guy.
the hat guy.
I'm the man in the hat, the hat guy. I got like 8 different nicknames.
whenever he first got it, I started calling him, hey, hat guy. Come on, hat guy.
Hat guy. So he's tie-dye.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Hat guy. Well, so are we there? I guess we're there already.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just yeah. Well, let's do that. While we're gone, you know what can happen while we're gone? People could go to our website and they can find our merch.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
So we have been around for a couple years now, and we finally have. We've been around for a couple years now. We finally have merch.
No
So,
balls.
Yeah.
No balls.
Congrats to us, merch.
We have,
Yeah, we did.
we have T-shirts.
I got 6X.
We
I
have
need a
hats.
6X.
6'8" slim fit.
We had to pay extra for 3X.
Yeah, but it was
Two shirts together.
okay. We found some amazing merch people. Shout out to CH Lone Star
Yeah.
for taking care of us, man.
Jordan
It's
Dean,
good
y'all know
folks.
Jordan Dean? She's helped us out.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah. So while we're gone, we'll be right back. We'll come back. We're gonna talk some more with Canaan and the damn band. And so while we're gone, just head on to the website, hellotexasusa.net. Find that merch. Buy some, please. I like the little koozies, the leather one, and that just if you wanted to.
Tumblers.
Okay.
They're tumblers.
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 Tumblers. My bad. All right, we'll be right back.
This is Steve with Drinking Texas. Hello, Texas.
You want to see my notes?
No,
You
not
want
really.
my
We're
notes?
I'm doing my own thing.
So you just do your own.
I think I might know where they're at. There were Canaan in the very, very back because I forgot I got back there first. I think they fell in my pocket. I love you.
I love you.
Hey, can you give me a mimosa?
And a Bud Light.
All right, now we're asking a lot. 2 Bud Lights and a
Get a
mimosa.
bucket.
Need a menu?
Miller Lite. Are you taking orders? Do we need to write this shit down for you?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck does this guy do for you?
Mimosa.
We had a capo incident
Bud
the other
Light.
night. We almost
Bucket of
fired
Bud
him.
Light. Put it on my tab.
Can of corn, I'll be fine. Can of corn.
Canaan Bryce has a tab.
Can of corn over here.
Drink my fucking water, my
We
dirt
good to
water.
come back?
you assholes better not cut me.
We're coming back, Dave? Are we rolling?
Josh,
Yeah,
throw it up.
I was going to say,
Y'all right,
Have you
Chuck?
already reset everything?
yeah, he reached everything. We're rolling. That's what I
I
thought.
thought you were throwing. Oh, he's rolling?
Oh, I thought you were puking, man. My bad. My bad, bro.
Wait, someone.
Take your shirt off, bro.
That's Chop. That's head of security.
muscle.
That's our head of security.
The stuff that's edited
That's
out.
Chop. He grew up in the hood. I'm from the hood, man. Believe it or not.
Wait till you get ready to
I get it.
El Barrio, man.
So you grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
Hello, Texas. We're back.
Oh.
The hood. Yeah. As soon as we think the camera's off, everybody starts really talking.
Oh,
having a
my
good time.
gosh.
So go back to you. You mentioned you're a metal guy.
Yeah, metalhead. First show concert ever was Pantera, 95, 96. That tells you how old I am. And I've always loved it. That was my release. I was literally in a metal band, literally in the garage, like you hear about and stuff, sweating it out, freezing our butts off, getting the cops calling us. But after a while, the cops were like, we would rather have you in here jamming than be out there running the streets like your uncles and naming them off. I was like, okay. But
Was this in Waxahachie too?
Ennis, Texas.
Ennis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ennis has a hood.
So they know.
Yeah.
Is that behind the drag strip? Or?
Closer to town. Closer
Yeah.
to yeah.
Exactly.
Just listen for the sirens. Wherever they're going, that's,
Here.
that's where I live.
It was there. Okay.
But yeah, one of my best friends, he's in the country scene in a band called Vaudeville. His name's Jude Martinez. Shout out to him, man. But yeah, we grew up together, and just that was our parents' party, and they jammed Allman Brothers, Steely Dan, Thin Lizzy, Uriah, all the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Peter Frampton, Deep Purple. Those are my roots, and started playing in church. Honestly, church is what taught me how to play bass. And
So many guys.
Did you play in church?
Play in church.
It's okay if you didn't.
I was actually kind of a youth
did,
leader. I don't know.
Wednesday nights.
I'm sorry, students.
I did more like
back
youth
at
group
the
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I did
Regular
stuff
usual
for youth group and Cowboy Church.
Okay.
That's more what I did.
So what happens to get y'all out of? I mean, is your like spark start on the
Always had it,
platform or
man.
the stage, and there's this fear of a fire? They kick y'all out. What happens?
I actually got kicked out of my band church. Or church,
Now, some guy offered me $50 to fill in on bass, and I was just playing for like almost a month. But I grew up with music, so I was kind of putting a number to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Reverse engineering music and stuff like that. And this guy's like, man, you're pretty good, bro. Playing out in this out in Rigger Springs, little tumbleweed bar they used to have there. And I went out there, filled in, and it was exciting because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was just faking it, and I faked it till I made it. I made $75. I was like, I'm a professional, dude. I'm going to move out.
What am I supposed to say, Jake?
Yeah, I do too.
I can't talk too much about that for tax purposes, but
Yeah, we're moving on.
But
Everybody.
and my dad was in a Tejano band, so actually, which is kind of cool. Gary Clark Jr., his touring guitarist Eric Zapata, King Zapata. I played with him in church in Ennis because he moved to Ennis. He was only like 14, 15. So it was me, Jude Martinez, and Eric Zapata, who goes by King Zapata, and we did sound check for my dad's Tejano band at. I remember a club called Linda's in Irving.
Yeah.
And we'd in sound check. We'd do sound check for him, and that was about it. And then just hang out. And we were kids. And
How
then
cool is that?
he moves away, and next thing I know, I'm watching Crossroads with Gary Clark Jr. And I was like, man, I met him at Maggie Mae's one time, and then I see Eric touring with him. I was like, he's going all over the world.
Yeah,
crazy.
Gary Clark Jr. is
one of my favorite artists.
We watched a what was that? We watched a documentary about what is the PBS show in Austin?
Austin City Limits? Yeah.
And they talked about Duh.
The PBS show.
And-
That's how I would describe it.
Well, and there was a big part with Gary Clark Jr. Just an amazing. How intimidating do you think it would be to be Gary Clark Jr.'s guitar player?
Not at all. I think it'd be more fun than you.
Yeah. Well, Gary seems like he
takes the
loves
limelight.
a lot. You know, cares about people too.
Yeah.
You know, he
Feel
got
like-
the same vibe.
Feel like you'd have to be okay with kind of sitting back and letting the man do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be an easy gig then.
Yeah.
But which is cool because he plays really subtle, tactful parts, Eric. But I know he's an amazing player because I've heard it before ever since he was 15, 16. And I was like, this guy's holding back so much. Like, it's crazy.
That is really, really cool.
Yeah,
that,
man.
That y'all kind of come from that church thing. So I got
Go ahead.
start with you, Canaan. What's your idea of a great venue?
Man.
I know that's
Can all three of us answer?
yeah, without a doubt.
Badass
Yeah, what
guys
makes
who accommodate sound, who got good gear, amazing, or at least you don't have to have the best gear, but you got to know how to work with it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all got frustrating sound guys all the time?
we had no sound guys.
I love the really rundown bars.
Yeah, smoke.
Those are the best shows. When you think it's going to be a bad show, we always have the most fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Houston, remember Houston?
Yeah.
What was it?
We've played one of the best shows of our life to 7 people all night, and
Yeah.
we've
Houston.
played one of the best shows of our life to
I get that with
1,000
y'all.
6
plus.
people.
You know.
We saw 2 crackheads fighting. That was even awesome. Dude.
tell me about two crackheads.
Oh man, dude, we played. What bar was it? Firehouse,
Yeah,
Firehouse
Firehouse.
Saloon.
Oh, I love
in
that
Houston.
place.
If I had to guess where 2 crackheads were fighting, I'd say Firehouse Saloon.
Were they in the
I'd put a
parking lot
mile
or
in there.
inside?
We
outside.
were sitting outside, like loading in, and we looked around the corner, and we looked around the corner of the fence, and we'd see these 2 people just yelling at each other. And all of a sudden, this other crackhead puts up this big 2x4 and starts swinging it at this other guy. I'm like, this is my corner. It's my corner.
No, that's it. I was here.
It was hilarious.
Melissa and I went there whenever. I think we was out here on a visit to Texas before we had moved out here. I think.
I think it was one of the Outcast parties.
It may have been an outfit one night 'cause we got some friends down in Houston, some gearheads down in Houston, man. So anyway, we drove from Georgia out here for a party.
A 24-hour party.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, well, y'all give me a minute.
I'll get excited here.
Bask in it.
It was that. Yes. Man, those are those memories when they come back. You got to take them. Right?
See some things, man.
So we went there. I don't remember who was playing or whatever, but there was a little. The only store anywhere near that place is about, I don't know, a quarter of a mile down the street on the opposite side.
7-Eleven.
Little 7-Eleven, sketchy as hell. Just enough room to park in there, and you worrying the whole time you fixing to get robbed, you're gonna get shanked, you don't know, and you just hoping you can get back to the parking lot of the firehouse. And then when you get to the parking lot of the firehouse, you realize you steal.
He was
brought all
joking.
the-
He brought all the beers.
He brought all the
and,
stuff. Oh, he's so sweet.
Did you get the smokes?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But anyway, that's all I had. That is so stinky, run down, hole in the wall, good sound guy. Past that, who gives a shit?
Yep. That's a stage big enough for us to fit on. That's all I asked for.
Reinforced floors.
Well,
you know,
we're a 4-piece, but we're a big 4-piece.
we're hefty.
We're hefty, yeah.
Plus size.
And plus, we're big men that move. So
Yeah, I've seen y'all play.
we definitely don't stay in one area. So as long as we have enough room and we know it sounds good out front, we really don't give a shit. We play anywhere.
So how long after the band formed did you decide, all right, it's time for a record?
I actually did. So I did the record in 2000. I think it was the end of 2018.
October, yeah.
And I actually did that before I had the band together. I was still acoustic, and I was
Really?
like, yeah. And I was just eager to put music out. I had a bunch of, songwriter countryish songs, and I was like, you know what? I'll just get the record done.
Yeah, the record.
Because it was acoustic. You said because you were still doing the acoustic thing the record before.
Yeah, and
we were so rudely interrupted with the over loud music.
It's all right.
I don't even
I
know
think
if
I'm
that's a
gonna keep
good
it all
song or
in
not.
there.
I wasn't even listening to the song. So.
We rudely interrupt him all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But it's I was just eager to have music out, and I figured let's put the music out, and then whatever band I get, Doug can just learn the music,
Yeah.
which is a little different with my guys, you know. So I got the record out, and then so it was all just like really slow and they're great songs. I love the songs, but man, when you got a heavy metal bassist, and now we have a heavy metal drummer, and we have, you know, the next Steve Ray Vaughan next to me, it's kind of hard to sit still and play slow music. So
It's heavy shoes to fill, sir.
I know, that's why I don't like the
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
No pressure.
I dig it, but it's like, man, no one can come close to that guy.
So how hard was it for you guys to adapt to the music?
They just have it naturally.
it was
right?
easy.
I
It
think
was
the music adapted to y'all.
I think that's what it was. Is you know, we got on stage and started playing shows, and I started writing more music and showing these guys first before we'd go in the studio, and then it would be more of us making the music than the studio making the music. And
it's still
that-
morphing. We're still
yeah.
finding our sound too.
Yeah.
We're
How
refining
how would you define your sound?
it's got-
And I very much ask that from the perspective
if
for the 4 people that watch this,
Rowdy.
and there
Rowdy.
may be 3 of them that don't know who y'all are. Set them up.
I like those odds.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying there's
But
a chance.
My mom loves you guys.
Oh, love you, mama.
we hate putting ourselves in a genre that's like
We pull from
Southern
Alice in
rock.
Chains, pull from whoever they're listening to.
Yeah, we kind of just glue a bunch of shit together.
To me, it's red dirt. It's what red dirt is right now.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
Texas red dirt. It's rock and roll. It's Southern rock. It's blues. It's
the attitude mostly, man. It's just,
Yeah.
we're doing it because we love it, and some people, there's a lot of people that hate us for whatever reason.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't understand why. They clearly they've never seen y'all live. If anybody has
we've
anything,
had that. We've converted people. We like, oh, you know what? I heard a lot about y'all, man, and you know, I heard the music. It was good, but I came and saw it, and I was like, oh my god.
So it's a different experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not about the
y'all
live
ain't
show.
shit to look at.
Oh,
no.
And we know that too.
And the recorded stuff is really good.
But our live shows.
And that's the advantage that we had. I listened to y'all heading up to Coke Fest that we shot, but y'all opened the day, and I'm like, "Where's Tim? Tim, come look."
We like to answer the question. We like to call it country with a little hot sauce.
Yeah.
There you
That's,
go.
Yeah,
Tabasco.
I don't know about
Tabasco.
the country part, but I
Well, there's a waltz on the album.
Well, just picture a cracker, a saltine cracker, just getting drowned in some Tabasco.
and Valentino sauce.
You're kind of like, why? But you eat it and it works, you know?
It works.
no,
man.
I understand that.
It's cool. It's cool, man, though, because there's so many bands out there, and for whatever reason, some of them, you know, decide to take some time off or don't make it or whatever. But it's the people that are lasting as long as we are, because I guess we're kind of getting into it in years. and
Yeah,
stuff like
man,
that. But there's people that we knew at the time when we were first starting, like Gio and all them.
Yeah.
They were in it 5 years, and the next thing you know, they're blowing up. Like, I genuinely love to see people do good. So I'm happy for the Co-Wexels and the Gios and the.
I've watched Gio for a long time. He's been in at least 10 years.
I'm a big Geo fan.
And he's
definitely.
what he has going right now is fucking well deserved.
And that's
to
what
say
we're
the
here.
least.
We'll be gloating about other people within us, you know, anytime. Like, we love people.
The beautiful part for me is so there, you know, man, I'm not going to give Co any more attention than he deserves.
I've been avoiding that
He showed us love,
name.
man.
So-
Brandon King showed us love.
But you almost can't not acknowledge him because he brought something back to life,
Yeah.
I think, in the red dirt music community.
Because he's doing what he loves.
And
Yeah,
that's exactly
right,
what it is.
right.
And he's doing it with zero shits given about what anybody else like. He's making the music that he likes to make.
Yep,
and
right.
the part that we keep seeing, and it just, man, if somebody just wants to have a conversation just to be pissy about it, I'll start it off with him.
Oh, yeah.
It just because people get bent. But he's doing it the way he wants to do it. And I feel like
you
the
got to respect
people-
the man for it.
Sure. The people that do that are the guys I think like y'all, the Geo, Dylan Wheeler. We was talking about Pecos and the Rooftop.
Yeah.
I love Pecos, man.
Some of
You see the new
these
video?
guys are
No.
doing things the
I
way
don't know
they
who that
want to
actress
do
is.
it.
Yeah.
It's not an actress.
And
She's an actress.
that's just period. And I think that's
You
what
can look up
sets
her
you
work.
guys apart.
That's
Totally what sets y'all apart.
it's doing what you love and not really giving a shit
Exactly
what they think about
Going
it.
And
back
that's
to
hard
that-
to do as an
going back to
artist,
that
right?
It is.
Houston show, man. There was nobody there, but we loved it because we were with each other.
Yeah.
And the people that were there was like, man, you guys are amazing. and stuff.
the-
And then I fell off a stage and I fell down.
But see, and I think that's what caught us whenever we was here doing the Heart Fest thing, and it just sort of stood out. Is everybody else having a good time, and that was great. Everybody else here could have been dead. Y'all have still been partying and having a good time.
We wouldn't have gave a shit.
So I just hear time.
Yeah, but we got a little bit more because we had a
because
little pause. But
Sorry.
y'all played earlier this year at Shep's, right when COVID was at its worst. And I was watching live because there was no crowd there. And I'm like, damn it, I've got to be there. I can't watch this thing on TV. So I showed up just to look in the window, and then I saw Eric Ramsey's like, come on in. So I had my own private show with these guys at Chef's. Of course, I have my camera, but y'all can't play to cameras. Y'all got to play to at least 7 people.
That's the variable we have to have in our equation. Is that there has to be people to receive this.
And all right, we're gonna take another break.
Yeah, we're going to take another break and see if we can figure out how to unplug the speakers. And we'll
Let's
maybe
break
not.
something.
Hey, we'll be right back. We got to go break
We'll be right
something.
back.
This is Steve with the Hoosier Brothers. Hello, Texas.
Are we back?
We're back.
Hey,
Hello, Texas.
Hey, we're
Hey.
back with the damn band and Canaan Bryce.
Is that how you're introduced?
Yeah, we're the backbone.
That's usually how.
Wait, my bad. Okay, hey, we're back. We're back with Canaan Bryce and the damn band. Is that better? Does that make everybody happy?
That
That's
makes
more
me
glitter.
I normally, you know what? I kind of feel like we sort of know you guys a little bit. We've sort of
Yeah, man.
partied with you a little bit at Coke Fest, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
y'all been here, and we've kind of just hung out with y'all, and so
My-
this
my-
is kind of like an official.
My
It's a
favorite
family
thing. My
reunion,
favorite
man.
thing is when he saw me walk in here last year, or when at Heartfest, he immediately gave me the finger. Which made me feel so good.
Did you flutter a little?
I did. I'm like, oh, he remembered.
You got the little pixelation editing thing, so you can pixelate it and stuff.
No, we don't do none of that.
Sorry.
No.
Not for kids.
This is, we make, there, whenever we do the YouTube thing, there's this little thing that says, is this made for kids?
No.
No. If there was a hell no, we put
But
it
we're
in
not.
there.
We're not in the hell no.
We're the hell no
level,
band.
It's just a damn band.
My mom likes this. So.
Oh. Hi, Mom. Look, your mom's a sweetheart.
She is.
So,
She loves everything.
we was talking about before we went to the break. We was talking about your acoustic album, kind of the acoustic stuff you had done. You guys come along, and it wasn't so much y'all adopting to the music, is y'all sort of feel like the music kind of just adapted to y'all.
Yeah, it was, just with my background, I have the more along the lines of the Texas country and the red dirt background and the singer-songwriter's background, and he's a metalhead, and he's like a traditional rock blues guitarist, and our drummer's, he's in a heavy metal band right now. So, I mean, just a lot of different forces coming together to make something great is really the only way I can put it. It's a mutt, so to speak.
So, you don't know much.
So that album came out in 2018, and y'all been touring on that for a while.
Yeah.
You got new songs
Yeah.
working on them?
Yeah, we just released a song last week, Back to You. It's one of my favorite songs out of the new music we're doing right now. These guys actually played on the record. We finished everything up. And
Who's singing background on that? So.
Holly Beth.
Oh, Holly Beth. She's
Holly
really
Beth.
good.
Holly
Very.
Beth and the Bethers.
I got to tell you, last year we did a March Madness thing for COVID, and one of the sections was the 16 top females, and I was like, we got to put this girl Holly Beth. I didn't know anything other than her music kicks ass.
Yeah.
And her fans came out of the woodwork to, I can't remember who she was up against, maybe Brie Bagwell or something, and she in the voting killed her. And I'm like, man, this Holly Beth's got a huge following. And
We did our very best to try to be as ethical as we could about it, and not. We did our best to try to let it catch on organically. So whenever a lot of musicians have a fan page or a group page or whatever, it would not be fair for us to take a link to the whatever the bracket was and post it in one of those groups, whatever. But we very much encouraged the fans to do it.
Yeah.
And
Y'all did
she
pretty
was
well.
one of the ones. I think she was probably one of the first ones that did that. I remember Steve texting me and going, "Are you watching this? Are you watching this?"
And then,
right now?
and then I found out that y'all know each other, and I was like, well, I've hung out with her twice, and I didn't know it was Holly Beth. So.
Yeah, she was here. She was here at Heartfest. With
Yeah,
us.
and I've got pictures of her. I'm like, I didn't know it was Holly Beth. So,
Now you said they know each other.
yeah, they do.
She's a very humble lady.
I didn't know. I was trying to give you some air to
No,
elaborate.
that's not my place to talk.
Oh, I'll
You're welcome to
tell the
elaborate.
world, man. Yeah, me and Holly been together for going on two and a half years, give or take.
It's
Get
beautiful,
maybe-
man.
And y'all play stuff together, and y'all play shows together as well, right?
Yeah. We I think her and her band came out with us last weekend to Huntsville to reopen the Jolly Fox.
Dude, they're
which is
really
oh,
fucking
Jolly Fox.
legendary
Really
venue.
good.
No, you're good. You're all right. You're okay.
So we had the grand opening, and we had Holly Beth come out with us.
Does that work out a little? Does that not to say that you would ever use your relationship or anything like that to further your endeavors? But does it help out a little bit if having two acts, an opening act and a headliner to book? Does that help you?
I mean, I wouldn't say it helps. It's definitely a blessing to have.
Okay.
To have,
Yeah.
you know, if she ever needed me, you know, money's not a problem. If I ever needed her, money's not a problem. You know,
Sure.
The time, if the time's there, she'll do it. If
But
the
it's
time's
just
there,
not.
I'll do
It's
it.
not a consideration whenever it happens. But if you can use it,
Oh yeah, I mean we
Yeah.
I mean if I get a show and she's not doing anything, she'll
Oh,
come
and
out with me.
and y'all both kick ass. So I mean, it's a good show. Every
Yeah,
time, so.
and dude, we kind of been doing acoustic shows here and there,
yeah.
and we've been having a lot of fun together. So I think we might. Or I haven't really talked to her yet, but I was like, man, maybe we could turn this into like a Parker and Co thing where they did Naughty and Nice. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something-
You know,
something
Caitlin
me
and
Holly.
Cleto, you
Yeah.
know, kind of. I think that is phenomenal. I love it
yeah.
whenever that happens, especially whenever it's a natural. I don't want to get too far off. We were talking
No,
about
let's
the
get back
album,
to the song. No, the
2018
song.
album.
Yeah, back to you. Back to
Yeah,
you.
back to
Sorry.
you. Back to
Back
the
to
song.
you. Back to you.
Okay, back to him.
Are we gonna do this?
So the song came out 2 weeks ago.
Okay, Melissa said no.
I'm just having.
We
a
lose
podcast.
control of this when we sit down here. We kind of lose control of this.
Oh, you're good.
That's us on stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So back to you.
Yeah,
When did
back-
you write that one?
So Back to You was wrote 2 years ago at LJT in Stephenville. We were down there doing.
Was that 2019?
I think
Because
so.
I've seen you down there. I was there 17 and 19. I think 19.
I've been there literally every year for like 8 years. So.
I know. I remember seeing you in 2019. Sorry, go ahead.
But we were doing this acoustic circle down there with Texas Red Dirt Roads, and you know they gave us tickets all week and a place to crash in the camper. And I was sitting in there and I was kind of humming this chorus, and then kind of brought it to life a little bit, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna set this down. And then I was watching Zach McGee that Sunday for the Hangover Ball after LJT at the Twisted J, and Zach McGee was he's the lead singer of Dolly Shine, and he was singing a song about West Texas, and it had nothing to do with Back to You. It was just amazing songwriting, and the melody was great, and just I kind of felt back in the middle of the song. I was like, holy shit, I have to go finish this song right now. So I stepped out back at Twisted J and finished this song, and we did a little tweaking to the song right before we recorded vocals in studio, but the song's just about kind of somebody being me, kind of fucking up everything good that like they have going for them in their life, and you know when times get tough they kind of run away from them, and always having that one person they can run back to. And
So had you and Holly started seeing each other yet? Was this at the beginning of this relationship?
Yeah,
Is
that was
kind of what
yeah,
culminated it?
yeah. She lived in Oklahoma and I lived in Texas, and you know, it was just a lot of push and pull about, you know, who was going to do what. She knew she wanted to move to Texas, and she was already kind of looking at places down here. And then
Did y'all knew y'all liked each other? At this point?
Yeah.
And this was kind of a struggle for you to get your shit together enough for that to happen.
She
Is that what it
is
was?
definitely the one that's whipped me into shape. I'll tell you that.
Nice.
I've been kind of a hellion my whole life, and done exactly that. Just kind of fucked everything good up for me in my life, and she comes along and it's kind of a saving grace, so to speak.
That's got to be one of my favorite parts of our set is when he opens up about that song. I tell him, man, you got to be vulnerable on stage, man. As hard as it is, as musicians, as songwriters,
Yeah.
you know, that's your skin being peeled back, and that's you right there.
See, that's conviction.
And it's connection.
Yep.
It's connection that we hear. You know, people come back and like, oh my gosh, man, you guys are
You're
amazing.
singing the truth.
Your
And
bass player is
that's-
probably the best I've ever seen.
That's why I wanted to lead this like new style of music with that song. It was a very heartfelt song. It means a lot to me. The band loves playing it.
Yeah.
The vocals in it are really good. Holly helped me with the vocals in studio and to make them bigger and better. And this is just kind of the new start of Canaan Bryce and the damn band, you know.
Y'all got more in the works coming?
Oh
coming
yeah,
down?
we got 5 more songs, give or take, going back in the studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go back in and redo everything. From we were at a different studio and things didn't work out, and you know, COVID happened, kind of screwed everything up.
Right.
So we ended up having to go to a different studio and
Where are you gonna be recording at now? If you know.
the Zone with y'all know Tyler McCollum.
Oh yeah,
I do know Tyler
I
McCollum.
The-
I got a fun story about Tyler. I don't
pretty
know
McCollum
if I
brother?
can tell it. I'll wait till the break and I'll tell it to you. But it is a fun one.
Melissa's
yeah.
rolling her eyes.
I will
But-
tell you this: Parker's not the only one that can sing.
I know.
Yeah, that's my name.
And
I'm
we've
telling you.
got some strong opinions
He's
about
got like
that.
a 70s. He's got like a 70s vibe to him that I love.
I love Tyler. Tyler's one of my
Yeah.
very good friends. He showed me love from the get-go. I've showed him love, and he's one of my very, very close friends in this scene. And he produced it. I kind of had a hand in producing it. Holly helped out a lot. A guy named Cody Angel sat in. He was the
we
engineer.
know Cody really
exactly
well.
who Cody
And
is.
then,
I almost wore my damn
Pat-
Quells hat
Pat
today.
McAfee is our mixer and master.
Okay.
He did that, and we did it all in house and at the Zone in New Brunswick or Dripping Springs.
Yeah. Dripping Springs. Anyway, sorry.
And and that's kind of where I'm calling home right now. That's where I'm gonna take these guys and really go in and redo everything we did at the old studio, and we're gonna do it at the new one, and we're gonna revamp everything, and everything's gonna sound great.
It's gonna be that.
Yeah, Tyler said he wants to bring the band in and put us all in the same room and make it a really,
It's finally a representation of
really
us.
live, raw
Y'all,
recording.
yes, that Muscle Shoals stuff.
yeah, I don't-
That's how they did it. Yes, Muscle Shoals. They put
Yeah.
everybody kind of in a room, and
yeah.
they track it all at one time.
Yeah.
And it's played like that.
Yeah.
I love that style of recording.
Me too.
There's something about it whenever it comes out.
It's like you're chanting this energy, and it finally comes.
It
and
comes together. And maybe I'm just a music nerd to some end. Steve's way more hardcore than me. But
Backyard bar stage and grill.
we're at the backyard, bar stage and grill.
It's exciting that y'all are doing that because we've seen the live show a few times, and to have that live show put on tape with new music is an exciting thing to look forward to.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited to get the new music out. It's 100% a reputation of who we are and what we want to be and what we want to sound like. So we're 100% happy with what we're doing, and
Definitely direction.
can't wait to get more out.
We're excited to hear
There's more
more.
singles. There's
Yeah.
an EP, maybe 2 EPs coming. I'm still writing. They're still being badasses and helping me write music, because I think I think I'm a songwriter before I am a guitar player. So
Right.
these guys are freaks of nature when it comes to music, and they help me musically.
So there's in today's climate, in today's business of music, producing the singles. We seem like we get into this with just about every artist we talk to. Doing the singles seems to be more productive of actually getting the music out there.
Well,
Are y'all experiencing that?
I think. I mean, we're just now getting into it. We've kind of been set back by COVID and being on the road a lot and money situations and
Sure.
being held back a lot from being in studio. But we're just now getting into it with the single, from last week.
So you're just supposed to find out.
Yeah, so we're about to be dropping some singles. It seems to be the trend right now. I think people want more. People want music,
They want it now.
They want it back to back to back to back. They don't want a full album.
Isn't that crazy? But you better produce the music, and you better produce a lot of it.
Yeah.
And don't let it sound like the last thing you did.
Yeah.
And don't let it sound like nobody else.
And it does suck. It does suck putting out 10 to 12 songs on the album and it only lasting a couple months. But I mean, if the fans want songs, why not just give them songs?
Give them the songs. I love that. I love that
There's a pro and
attitude.
con
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
That's what we're gonna give
We
them.
got
We're just
songs
gonna
to give. That's
How hard has it been managing the business part of this? I mean, y'all have a good time.
yeah.
How hard is it to keep this?
That was one of the
into-
selling points on my end. Is like Canaan really had his stuff together, man. He had a whole merch package. He had stands. He had lights. That was priority. Like setups and inventory on what he got. And this dude moved some merch, man. Like people
I got my
love us,
Canaan Bryce shirt at home.
We also got some new gear in this week. We'll hook y'all up
definitely.
before we leave. But
I won't stop you. Just know I'll wear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've kind of done everything in house. Majority me, because I don't want to, take any time away from these guys being the musicians they are. But just doing booking and management, and I bought a van, I bought a trailer, and
Who drives the van?
Clayton now. He just started this week.
There he is, little tour manager. Right
Tour
here.
manager over there
You
getting
don't
you
know it.
cigarettes and beers and mimosas
And
The life of a TM is hard.
y'all
Don't
got
tell
a
him I
job.
said this, but I have a lot of sympathy for those guys.
I'll tell you what. You hear the music's down now.
Yeah, he went and got the music turned.
Yesterday he was like, "You be sure you drink 2 bottles of water, I guess, sir."
He's over there shooing away crows that are making noise. He's doing all of it. So.
Tour manager.
Yeah,
man.
we're straight talking about you. Yeah, we are.
But it was me up until this week. I try to carry as much on my shoulders to not bother my guys as much, so we can put on the show that we do. And Clayton came in; he's really taken initiative. And
How hard is it to transition to give that over?
It sucks, man.
He let him drive 2 blocks one time and made him pull over.
I made it 10 minutes.
I'd probably have some concerns with you
I
driving.
ran a red light. I ran a red light on accident.
Like Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, my sinuses started acting up, and they got really bad, so I needed to rest as much as possible. So it wasn't as much as like giving it to him. It was just kind of threw on to him like, hey, you have to do this. And he did a phenomenal job, and he's really took charge this weekend and let me rest and rest my voice and showed me a lot and let me know like, hey, dude, you can kind of sit on the back burner a little bit. Like,
Show up, do your thing.
Yeah,
It's an
and
extension of our
that's-
brotherhood, man. We keep finding these people.
This is just growth,
Right.
right?
Y'all are a fan. Every time I've seen y'all, all 4 times that I've hung out with y'all, it's a family. You
Yeah.
bring everybody.
Well, we knew whenever y'all walked in, you wasn't the first person I seen. Well, it kind of was. It was just, y'all. I think I kind of think about
Your spidey senses tingling.
Yeah.
kind of. All right, Charlie Brown. Whenever Pigpen walks in, there's like this little dust cloud or whatever. Y'all, when y'all come
call them
through,
dirty?
it is almost like, because we watched this place, it was full a second ago. And when y'all come in, I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but half of this place notice, I don't know if they recognize y'all or not, but a lot of people were turning around and kind of going, what's happening here?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because y'all have a presence when y'all come through the door.
I said that to Adam when we walked in.
Yeah.
Like, dude, is it just me or are people looking at us?
They were.
I think it was Hallie that said it. We walked in and she goes, "Why is everybody looking at us?" And I was like,
Y'all look like a
I was
big
like-
deal when y'all come
us
rolling
there going,
through.
hey!
I was like, I don't fucking
Must
know.
be my calves.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
You guys are looking calves too.
Yeah.
I have beautiful
I
legs.
take care of my eyes.
Yeah. Oh man, they fire. So we're being told that unless we want to, we got a break.
Okay.
So let's take a break.
One more segment.
Right?
The next one's gonna be kind of fun. We're going. It's gonna be that. Ooh.
We'll talk about how we're going to do it.
Okay. So we'll be right back. And while we're gone, remember, HelloTexasUSA.net. Go
Merch.
buy some merch. Again, the tumblers, as I am.
Tumblers.
Tumblers. They're
The little,
tumblers.
the little leather things.
They have leather jackets on them that say "Hello Texas."
It's right there, like where this backyard koozie right here says this on ours. It says "Hello Texas" on it.
CanonBryceMusic.com.
Whenever you finish buying our merch, skip right on over to CanonBryceMusic.com.
All right.
Pick up some of his. We'll be right back.
They're drowning us.
This is Steve at Hello. I screwed up already.
It's okay, redo
This is Steve at Larry Joe Taylor Fest.
I was right there with my camera, and I got the picture, and I'm like, okay, if there's stitches or something, I've got evidence, but I don't want to give it. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah.
So
But
are we
everybody's
rolling
fine.
back? Are we good again?
We're fine.
So here we are. So,
Hello, Texas.
hey, we're
hey.
back with Canaan Bryce and the damn band. They're howling.
We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go rapid fire. I
So
understand.
yeah, we are. So y'all ever play 20 questions?
Sure.
All right. So I haven't done this in a while. So we're going to go through 20 questions really, really quick. Just know that they are primarily focused on you. Feel free to chime in, gentlemen.
we'll give you like 10.
Hold on, I got
We'll give you like 10
I got
seconds.
this. I got
Let me
this.
tell you something about you that you don't know.
So you have to answer them really quick.
Okay.
Give you like, I don't know.
No.
Well, we'll let
I'm
Melissa kind of control the thing. Give you
I'm
like
best,
4 or
that's it.
5 seconds to make an answer. If you don't make an answer, I don't know. We're gonna shame you or boo you or
Somebody
we'll
boo
do
this
something.
man.
We good with that? Y'all
Let's
ready?
do it.
Y'all want to go with it?
I've heard the questions. Some of these are lob balls. Some of these are
You
strikeouts.
ready? How many grams in an ounce?
Fuck, I don't know. I thought these were like questions about me.
No.
Wait, no, 40.
Oh man.
Okay. So, no,
I do it, I don't deal it, you know?
It's
I don't
really
order it like that, though.
it's really good that you don't know.
28?
Okay.
wait, I
Did
think
that
your
set?
TM's
Yeah,
coming
28.
in, and he's got 28. And that
There's
would be
people here
correct.
that know
Yes.
exactly what it
Very
is.
good.
I do it, I don't deal it, you know?
Very good. Very good.
How much do we order?
It was funny you asked, and I immediately was like,
I noticed that you see
go
that
right to the
I
tour
asked that and
manager.
he looked at
Sometimes
you.
with Schmidt Small.
I looked at him, I was like, I thought this was supposed to be about me.
What's your favorite band?
Favorite band, Lucero. That's easy.
Marcus King.
Oh, Marcus King.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your real name?
Canaan Mullinex.
Richard Adam Carillo.
Zachary Dale Hawkins.
Who's the hottest band member?
Adam.
Yeah, we call him Big Poppy for a reason.
Oh my God!
The Ho and Samoan.
Owen Samoan.
Thinking about artists that you've either opened for, played with, or would like to, what artist scares you the most?
I think Brett Michaels. We opened up for him in,
yeah.
in Austin. He was really small. I was kind of scared one of the band members. We're gonna just like smush him between us.
Oh my God!
We were like huge, and there's like Brett Michaels. I thought this guy was 6 foot.
He's like Louis
No,
So he's one of those guys that you just don't expect to.
no, we got on his bus to take pictures and talk to him, and just show him a lot of love. And I was like, damn, this guy's small.
I'm sweating all over this dude.
Dude, it was just
Nice guy,
all,
though.
just all these big guys around
He's like,
Brett
"You guys are
Michaels.
awesome."
He just said, son of a bitch. dog."
Somebody get his car. Get a towel.
Something air conditioning on, please.
Fogging up my windshield.
Oh man! Who would play you in a movie about your life?
Richard Gere.
Mark Wahlberg.
The Rock.
Well, y'all have given that some thought.
Actually, Chris Rock. I like Chris Rock.
to be
I
real,
think you meant
to be
Dwayne Johnson, right?
to be realistic, probably like
Rikishi?
Zach Galifianakis. That's probably more realistic. Short, fat with a beard. Yeah, fat guy with a beard.
What's your biggest fear?
Heights. I'm a big guy and I fall fast. I don't like heights.
Stairs? Scare you, really?
Cardio.
I swear, I fall down a lot, man. But the only reason I haven't lost weight is because I fall down a lot. So I don't want to bruise myself, man.
Cardio.
And I'm not choosing to overeat. I'm protecting myself.
That was
She's top heavy too. Oh my God! If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
No comment.
Wait.
You know how the relationship between
Time's up.
me
All I heard was something about relationship.
no, me and alcohol. Me and alcohol.
Oh, okay. Relationship with alcohol.
More of it.
Let's see. It's karaoke night. What's your first song?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Had something about the relationship with alcohol.
My go-to. I don't sing karaoke, so when I do it with Holly Beth, and we do A Star Is Born.
Shallow.
Yeah.
The Shallow song.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very good.
That's the one time I ever done karaoke. And
Beer or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Indica or sativa?
Sativa.
Yes.
Where does a time machine take you, but you only get one round trip?
The Monterey Festival when Jimi Hendrix played there.
Oh, good answer.
Very nice.
Joe's Garage Pantera's concert. Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
I was too young. I told my uncle, why didn't you take me? They got those front harnesses. You could have carried me. Adam, I would have fell down and spilled my beer everywhere.
Honestly, I would probably take a day trip down to Woodstock '99 when Kid Rock was playing. That was
They
wild.
caught a lot of shit on fire.
Yeah, they did.
I bet that would be.
So none of y'all want to go back and make some money or something, or anything?
No.
It's all about music. That's very
It's all about the experience.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mention it, now.
Go back to the
Now you only
future.
get one trip, longest you've been without sleep, and why?
I've been probably a hard 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah,
About 3
around
days.
Yeah.
2 days.
They did it 2 days this past weekend.
Speaking of that,
I was sick, so I had to take some NyQuil and pass
Just
out for
partying, raising hell, just
I was-
working on the grind,
I was
gigs.
concerned. I stayed up and made sure he was okay.
yeah, you know, I mean,
I was
Oh,
you know, he rubbed
I
his
held
feet, I
him.
put lotion and Vicks on him. It's a 3-day endeavor, man.
Yeah, dude.
this
Yeah.
whole family thing, y'all take that all the way, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm dad,
Yeah.
and these are my grown little kids.
He's washed my boxers before. I will say that. I spilled the beer in my lap.
No, he pissed his pants. That's what happened. We were at Silver Saloon. He
That
was so
escalated
drunk
quick.
that
Man.
he pissed his pants, and he convinced Canaan, "Oh no, bro, it's just beer." Meanwhile, 20 minutes
I'm-
later, Canaan's
I had
washing
a
his
big old.
underwear.
I had a hole in my
hand,
boxer. His hand got
I'm
stuck in it.
a hand washing it with a hotel bar soap. This man's underwear in the sink.
He's like, take him off now. Get in the shower.
If that don't tell you how much, and shout out to Shaggy from
Shaggy,
from
Silver Saloon.
Silver Saloon. He took his pants home and washed them right down the road.
I told him, I said, Canaan, it's like we're in prison,
He could
man.
have took the underwear, but I was already wrist deep in the sink scrubbing these things.
So what were you doing, standing there naked?
I was in the shower. He made me get in the shower.
I made him get in the shower, bro.
I was like, hey, get my back, bro. Shut up.
Well, I think I know the answer to this next one. What's the most daring thing you've ever done?
Actually, that's not it.
Wash
Yeah.
my boxers.
There
For him.
was one time I jumped off the stage and these guys caught me. That was pretty
Oh,
daring.
yeah, I remember
video of
that.
that
That was at the
somewhere.
Rustic Tap.
Yeah, that was in Austin.
We got video.
We got video. We'll need that video. Insert video here. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, man.
He fat fell on stage a couple
Yeah,
times.
I fat everywhere, dude.
Dude,
I fat sleep, I fat eat, I fat fall, I fat walk.
it was actually really funny. Me and Holly Beth played last weekend. We played
Yeah.
Friday full band, and then Saturday we played acoustic up at the Jolly Fox
I had
just to
the
give us
night
something
off.
to do. And this man was
I was sober though.
Working his tail off trying to get the
Sound
sound going. This motherfucker fell on stage and then rolled off stage. He was off stage, fell on stage, and then rolled back off.
I rode that 2 steps.
What would your warning label be?
Huh?
What would your warning label be?
Enter with caution.
Volatile went open.
Drinks too much. I don't know.
What song best sums you up?
When the levee breaks.
Oh man.
That would be yours.
Yeah, there you go, Titanic.
Probably All Sewn Up by Lucero.
Okay. All right.
Good answer.
One thing or person you'll never do again.
One
person.
thing.
One thing or person.
One thing or person you'll never do again.
Every one of my past, I won't do again.
My junior high crush. She got eaten by a shark, so I can't, go do it.
She really got eaten by a shark?
No.
Well, that went morbid really quick.
That'd have been a cool story, though.
I gave Olives a chance. I'm a Bloody Mary drinker, and I gave Olives a chance. I'm probably never going to do that shit ever again in my life.
Olives.
No olives.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
As the ruler of your own country, what's the first law you introduce?
5 a.m. liquor license.
Yeah.
24-hour party.
Yeah, we're going straight Louisiana's 24-hour selling alcohol,
All
man.
liquor licenses.
Last one. If you were deserted on an island, what 3 things would you hope to have?
Can of Spam.
Record player.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And a guitar.
I'd
bass,
probably
guitar.
say a record player. The Tennessee album by Lucero, and probably Holly Beth, honestly.
There you
That'd be
go.
the 3 things.
Good,
And 3
Good
things.
answer.
good answer there.
He's thinking about you.
Yeah. Music and a woman. You really don't get better than that.
Shark.
You need
I
something
thought
to
it was
plug
a
the
shark.
record player in, though. You just wasted one, I think. So.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
All right. Well, that is my last.
That was pretty good.
I thought so.
Oh, I got one. What are y'all listening to right now? We do this every now
Yeah.
and then.
Adam, go
So
ahead.
if you pull your phone out right now, whatever service you use, what is playing? Spotify, Apple, what's playing right now?
I keep the Tennessee album by Lucero on 24/7.
Drive-by truckers.
Yeah.
Drive-by truckers.
that's good.
Right on.
Honestly, mine just goes everywhere from jazz to whatever. But right now, inspiration-wise, if I get down and I don't even want to pick up a guitar, which is rare, I'll always blast the Stevie Ray Live at the Elmo Combo.
I had that VHS tab. I wore it out.
That's what does it for me. That's what gets my blood boiling.
And what band do y'all look forward to playing with most on the road, crossing paths with?
We
talked a little bit about
it's not
this.
so much about playing. I just want
Just hanging out with. That's what I mean.
but I just want to party with Co's crew. That's
Wetzel.
all I want to do.
Yeah, man.
Because I know they party just as hard as us.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. It's not even about playing.
I've got stories about Dre too.
We want to
thought
do
I
it
was
in good
great.
company. We don't want to do it and everybody look at us like we're crazy. We want to do it in good company.
Yeah.
Sure.
We just want to show up,
But I would say I actually got to I think it was beginning of last year, Holly Beth brought me to Mile Zero Fest with her.
Yeah.
And we got to sit out there, and the whole lineup on the main stage was amazing. The acoustic shows were amazing. A lot of people I haven't saw that I got to see, like Brent Cobb, the Band of Heathens,
Love Brent Cobb.
Mike and the Moon Pies,
Oh, yeah.
Mike and the Moon
Lucero,
Pies.
Jason Isbell. I haven't seen Robert O'Keen yet, and I got to see him. And one of the bands I got to see is Lucero. I haven't watched them. I've been fans ever since I was, like a kid. And I got to watch Lucero and scream every song back. And there was probably about me and probably 20 other people in this, 2,000 to 3,000 plus crowd. There was a fuck ton of people out there, and there was only a handful of people just jamming, and you could tell who the real fans of Lucero were.
Right.
And he got done and came off stage, and we were back in the artist bar, and I was talking to Brent Cobb. I talked to Brent Cobb after that. But me and Holly were sitting back talking. I was just kind of soaking up the set I just watched. And here comes Ben Nichols coming off stage, and he was waiting in line to just as patient as could be, just waiting in line by himself. And I was like, holy shit, that's Ben Nichols. And Holly was like, Holly said, well, don't be a bitch, go talk to him. And I said, you're damn right, let's go talk to him. So we scoot on over there, and we're standing behind him. Ben Nichols is in front of me. I don't fangirl over anybody. I
get that.
Yeah, this is my one guy. And I'm fangirling a little bit, and we're standing behind him. She's like, fucking talk to him. And I'm like, I am. Give me a minute.
Fix my hair on the side.
And I finally muster up the strength to poke him on the shoulder, and I'm like, hey, you know, I've been listening to you forever. I just want to say you're an amazing songwriter. I've looked up to you ever since, you know, I started music, even before I knew I was a musician, that, you know, I just loved your music, and you helped me through some hard times, and we talked about life on the road, and we got to the bar, and I was like, let me buy you a shot, and he was like, no, man, let me buy you a shot. And I was like, fuck yes, I would absolutely love that. So he bought me and Holly a shot, and we took it, and he showed us a lot of love, and that's one person I'm really looking forward to on the road. That's
how we structure our stuff, is love, man. Let me buy you a freaking beer. Let me buy you a shot, man.
And one thing that confirmed, I will say this because I love the guy for his songwriting, not only Ben Nichols but Brent Cobb. I walked away and I'd opened up for Adam Hood before, so I went over there to show him some love and whatnot. And Brent Cobb was in the circle, and I looked at him as well, and I shook his hand. I was like, hey, man, I love your songwriting. You're amazing, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you're on the right path. And he was just like, thank you so much, man. I just want to tell you this. I watched Ben Nichols walk off stage, and you were the only guy to go over there and show him love and shake his hand and talk to him. And I will tell you right now that you're doing everything right as well. He said that Tennessee album is hands down one of the best albums ever put out in the world of music. And
This is coming from Brent Cobb.
Brent Cobb telling me. And and he said, you going over being the only guy to show him that love, that crowd didn't deserve Lucero tonight. Lucero put on a hell of a show, and that crowd didn't deserve them. And at that moment, I knew I loved Brent Cobb more than...
We seen Brent Cobb the first time at the Georgia Theater in Athens, Georgia, and that's whenever Digging Holes.
No, I love that song.
We
man.
had no idea who he was. Who was he opening up for? Was he opening up for? Yeah, I think he was there with Josh Abbott band, and they were kind of doing their the winter time things slow down here. They go other places. Yeah. Phenomenal. Fell in love with the guy right there, and have same huge fan ever since. Yeah, he's a different level.
That man's what I call a walking house. Like wherever that guy is, he makes it his home, and he shows nothing but love to everybody. Man, Brent Cobb is a hell of a songwriter.
I agree.
And for the words he said to me, it blew me away.
That's got to resonate a lot.
Very.
I want to say that the reason we do this is because we're just fans of the music, and y'all are that for us, or for me especially.
Sure.
That we connect, and we're like, we want to talk to y'all not because we're doing it for us. We want y'all. We're pulling for you. We want y'all to be successful.
Man, that article y'all wrote and y'all included us was
that was awesome.
Yes, I loved it.
Thank y'all so
these
much.
guys were calling me like, "Hey man, you see that?" I was like, "Yeah, man." But those guys show us a lot of love every time we come around. Those guys always show us a lot of love.
Yeah. Well, we think y'all are phenomenal. We love the vibe.
We individually we connect with a few different people, but together, when we connect together, we're both fans, and we're there to. We witnessed y'all play at Coke Fest the first time, and we were like, "Screw the rest of it. Let everybody else stay home."
Well, we could have packed up and been done for the weekend, and we'd have been made.
And I was like a little puppy at your merch tent, going, "It's Canaan Bryce."
He comes and finds me. He goes, "You got to come see this," and it was just phenomenal. Look, I don't know how we're doing on time.
We need to wrap it up so this place can play music again.
I think so. So, tell us, where do we find you? Where do we find the music? Where do we go?
Instagram, Canaan Bryce Music. I think Twitter's just Canaan Bryce. Facebook's Canaan Bryce Music. All my merch and dates and everything is going to be on CanaanBryceMusic.com. Just
where's your next
Silver
show?
Saloon this Friday with Giovanni and the Hired Gun.
Silver Saloon is a fire.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's one of our favorite places.
Now you got to crank this thing out so we can get it out before Friday.
No worries.
Well, and
And then
Saturday
Saturday we're playing with Pegasus on the Rooftops.
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
Where y'all playing that one at?
Somewhere in Cyprus, Frio Grill,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And dude, Pecos is. It's kind of funny. Me and Pecos go way back to before I even had a band, man. And I think we were playing at Mags one time, and he showed up just to kind of show some love before he put out this damn song. And he reminds me every time I see him, man. He's like, "You're the reason I started doing this."
Really?
And I told him, man.
He said that to you.
We just posted their video on Hello Texas today because it's so good.
Pecos is one of the realest motherfuckers in this scene, and one of the person that shows not only me but everybody the most love, and he keeps it real 100%, man. And he always brings it back to the night we played Magnolia Motorland's full band. And I stopped my whole band like in the middle of our set, and I was like, "I'm getting my friend up here to sing a song if y'all don't mind."
Yeah, man.
Fucking
That's cool.
Pecos Hurley, man. I got him up there, and he sang this damn song, and I sang every word from the side of the stage.
How great is that?
Dude, I love Pecos.
I'm a big
man.
old fan. We haven't seen them yet. They've
Dude,
been around here.
They're great.
But yeah, I can.
His whole crew's just like my crew, man. They show you nothing but love.
We're so happy that he's doing well, man. I am. That makes me happy. It makes me smile for my soul.
Those guys deserve it.
Yeah.
110% full all the way through.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Man, fantastic. Thank y'all for the time. Thank y'all for stopping by.
Thank you
Thank
for
y'all for being
Yeah.
patient through some of the kind of stuff kind of going on.
That's all right.
And thank you for your crew for
bring
staying
it out.
awake and paying attention.
Without
So
a doubt. Yeah, thank you guys, all of y'all.
Tour manager.
Because what everybody don't see is the TM's back here. We're not sure who the girls were. Some
It's a rotating cast.
and Chop's head of security.
we even got security today.
It's Fairview.
Put a picture of Chop.
Come rolling in with security.
What a
That
creep.
look at him.
Hey,
He's intimidating.
That's a unit right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right
Represent.
back there behind it.
Represent.
Just turn it around. We'll sort of show everybody real quick. Yeah, trying to get everybody. Right there.
Fairview, dog. Go up to Fairview.
Yeah. That's enough of that.
No.
They're like a bunch of
they're
hoodlums.
thrilled.
Shout out to TDC.
No gang signs, Chop.
Man, I might have to blur all that out. Man, it's a cholo everywhere you go.
Yeah, man.
Baby, thank y'all again for having us out.
Love y'all. We love y'all, man.
This
For
is
real.
fun. This is
Without a
really
doubt. We want to thank Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Thank y'all so much for allowing us to kind of take this
Thank
little
you.
back
We
corner and
got
everything.
Melissa on.
Melissa, thank you for
One
directing
and
this
two.
and producing this
she's
today.
had a challenge with the sound today.
She
so.
has. You've worked your butt off. Thank you for that.
Oh, I have
Golf clap.
Well, there's last but not least, one more time we want to invite you, to come on to check us out at hellotexasusa.net. Really, we do want you to buy merch. No pressure whatsoever. As soon as you get done buying ours, or if you don't, that's okay. Canaan Bryce Music.
No, go there for this
.com.
podcast and then click on the merch. So.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
We don't
Click
know
on the
how to
merch.
do this, so this is the best we got. Whatever. So, I'm Tim Murphy for Hello Texas.
I'm Steve Peters with Hello Texas with.
Hispanic Titanic.
It's Canaan Bryce in the day, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Texas.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Texas. That was good, man. That
Great.
was great.
That's a wrap.
That was
Awesome.